Hey everybody, it's Kyle, coming at you live from my car, but I'm parked, so you don't have to listen to all that. You just may hear the car kick on and off like that. So, anyway, what is bugging me? I don't know. I mean, I'm actually in a pretty damn good mood. Not that I can't be in a good mood and have things bug me, because I can definitely do that. But, yeah, I'm in a decent mood. So, as far as what's bugging me, I mean, I'm not too bugged by anything Donnie Dump said, because he'll be gone tomorrow at noon. So, I got that going on. I guess I would say, maybe I'm a little bugged by some of the politicians that apparently now they're finding out were involved in helping set this deal up with the insurrection. I'm a little bothered by those politicians. I'm a little bothered by how they didn't just push Donald Trump right on out of office as soon as this happened. Because I know he's pardoned a bunch of people today. And I know that's going on. So it would have been nice to get him out of office so he couldn't execute any more people and he couldn't pardon any more people. They already have actual emails and phone conversations and stuff from Rudy Giuliani saying that Trump wants $2 million per pardon. Yeah, this is the guy some people are still supporting, even now. Pretty amazing to me. So, I mean, I'm a little bit bothered by that stuff, and that stuff's kind of bugging me, hearing people still standing behind him. I guess, you know what I'm really bugged by? I'm really bugged by people trying to compare what happened and people breaking into the Capitol and destroying things, and actually they shit and pissed all over the place too, apparently. So defacing, a building that stands for our democracy and holds our democracy, defacing that and insulting that, beating on cops with flags. So if you know anything about the flag, you can't touch the ground or else you got to burn it, right? Well, I guess it's okay then, even if you're so patriotic, I guess you can just beat cops with the flag on a flagpole. Fucking insane. The good news is I think they've caught 73 of these people already. So you're looking at a minimum of 10 years. And the funny thing about that is the reason it's a minimum of 10 years is because Donald Trump actually signed a bill that makes it that way. So his own people, his own followers, avid followers, devout followers, are going to suffer for 10 years in prison as a minimum because of something that he signed. So that's interesting. So I guess it bothers me that people would still support him after all this. I mean, it's incredible to me. What's really going to bother me is if he still has a voice after this, because now he is officially known as the worst president in history, which is incredible when you consider the fact that there were plenty of slave-owning presidents. Of course, that was kind of the thing then, but it still doesn't make it right. And then Richard Nixon, of course, and, this makes Watergate look like nothing, So it'll be interesting to see how that all goes down in the history books. I mean, my kids are going to know more than me. I'll probably be gone by then, long gone by then, because I would imagine their kids will be studying it in books as they go to school and grow up and all that stuff. So they'll be going to them, do you remember when Donald Trump gave a speech and told people to go storm the Capitol? Yeah, I do. My dad really hated him. Your grandpa. Anyway, I told my daughter, be sure to let them know that their grandpa and grandma did not care for Donald J. Trump. So not too much is bugging me. I mean, like I said, it's bugging me a little bit that people are still standing behind him and sticking with him. That sucks. So, but there's nothing you can do about it. They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take a break real quick, and I'll come back with what I'm into right now. So sit tight. Hey, Kyle. And we're back. All right. What am I into right now? Well, right now I am into a lot of different things. I have found a little more joy and entertainment in my Oculus Quest 2. I have a game for it called Red Matter. I think I've talked about it, but last weekend I actually sat down and played this for about 2 hours straight and totally got lost and caught up in it. Didn't even know that much time had passed. So it's great. It's one of those mystery type games like Myst or something where you have to actually solve kind of brain teaser puzzles as you go along. But yeah, it's really cool. I really dig it a lot. And then I did try something for the first time ever, which is using the Quest 2 to the area inside when you put it on and you see everything to simulate a work environment. So you can have multiple extended monitors, all those things. Your keyboard, actually, you can map the virtual keyboard that you see while you're in VR over your existing keyboard. It was cool, man. I messed with it a little bit today. The only thing I'd say is it's kind of wonky still. It's not really that great yet, but I would imagine it will be eventually. And I could see it as a viable way for people to work. I don't know if you can work 8 hours a day looking at that, but I'd be willing to give it a try for a few hours anyway. But it's really neat, man. And you can make your monitors and all that stuff as big as you want. You can move them around. It's pretty amazing, really. And the environment that I chose to work in was actually like a space station. So you could look out and you could see planets and stars and stuff going by. It was amazing. Pretty cool stuff. They're really doing some pretty amazing things with VR right now. What else am I into? I haven't watched any of WandaVision yet. I did go ahead and order the trade paperback. They had it on sale for like $5 or something through Comixology. Actually, it was through Amazon, but Amazon owns Comixology. So I did order that, and I'd kind of like to read through it again. I didn't know it was that many issues, but it's like 380 some pages. So I'm looking forward to reading that again. The Vision book. It's called The Vision is the story, basically. And that's kind of what WandaVision's about. So I'll be interested to reread that and, take that in again before I watch the show. Nobody's really in a big hurry to watch it at my house, so no big deal. Got a couple more 4K Blu-rays. Picked up District 9. Picked up Flash Gordon. Yes, the 1980 film. And also picked up Tenet. I haven't seen Tenet yet. Out of those three, the only one I've watched so far is District 9. And I can tell you, it looks incredible. It does not look like a film that's over 10 years old. It looks like they shot it yesterday. And I really like that movie. It's a weird-ass movie, and it's kind of gross and disgusting and not appealing. I know my wife certainly cannot stand it. But I was really entertained by it and intrigued by the whole idea of it and how things work in it and the world that Neil Blomkamp set up and played out in that film. So his follow-up, Elysium, I like that too. I don't like it quite as much as District 9, but I do like it. And I haven't even seen Chappie. I need to see that one. But I kind of like his style. I like the look of in District 9, the looks of the aliens, and I like the look of the different robots and stuff that you see, obviously in Chappie and in Elysium. So I kind of like that look, and I like that style. So we'll see. It might be something I'm into longer. And I may seek out those other films on 4K Blu-ray. And then, I haven't watched Flash Gordon or Tenet, but my buddy Keith Beard tells me that Flash Gordon looks pretty damn amazing. So I am looking forward to watching that. I know they restored it and remastered it from a original negative of the film that they had come across. So I know it's a corny, cheesy old film, but I love that movie, man. For some reason, I absolutely love that movie. So I'm looking forward to watching that one again in all its 4K glory. Let's see, music. Well, I mean, not a whole lot right now. I do have the last album that Ronnie James Dio recorded with Black Sabbath. It's not a Black Sabbath album. It's actually called Heaven and Hell is the name of the group. And the name of the record is The Devil You Know. And it's the last thing Ronnie James Dio recorded before he passed away. I've heard it several times. I would love to have a copy of it on vinyl, but you're talking a couple $100 minimum if you can find one. And I'm just not willing to pay that for it. But I did find a CD for reasonable, for like less than $20. So that's on the way, and I'm looking forward to jamming out with that a little bit. Some of the new groups I've joined, in addition to Vinyl Addicts, I've joined Cassette Addicts and a CD Addicts group too. And they're really fun, man. So I got my old stereo, my old Pioneer stereo, hooked up to my turntable downstairs. I've got the 6-disc changer, CD changer that goes with that. And then I went and found myself, I had a Fisher Studio Standard dual auto reverse cassette deck, but I couldn't get it to work. I messed with it and tried to change things, clean it up. It wouldn't work. So I did find a top-loading Sony, and it's the TC-136SD from 1975, I believe. But it's awesome. I've got to change the belts in it, but there's so many videos out there on YouTube showing you how to change belts in that series of Sony cassette recorder players. So I'm really looking forward to getting that thing up and running, because I got a lot of cassettes too. Like at least one full copy paper box full of them. So looking forward to listening to those again. Outside of that, yeah, I mean, that's really what's going on. I'm not reading. I mean, I guess for reading, there's a few comics I've been reading. I never did read that John Avid Linkfist book, I'm Right Behind You. I'm probably just going to return it to the library. I just don't have time to read it right now. But I'm interested in it. I just don't have time. So I'll probably just return it and figure it out later on. But comics, I think I've talked a little bit about what I'm reading there. I finally got the 3rd issue of Sweet Tooth, and man, it is amazing. If you get a chance, that series, The Return of Sweet Tooth, is amazing. The original series, Sweet Tooth, is amazing. I cannot say enough great things about Jeff Lemire. I think he's one of the powerhouses in comics right now. So, writing and drawing. That's about it, guys. I mean, not much else going on. Talked a little bit about everything I'm into as far as tech, music, comics, reading, and movies and TV. So we're just watching a lot of Pen 15. It's good. My daughter's 13 now. I know that is probably it's probably rated a little high for her, but it is about kids that are 13. So I think it's okay for her to watch it. I know, and she's said that everything that's in it, she's heard from kids at school and stuff. So she's not seeing anything she doesn't understand. Like I said, really the only thing I don't want to watch with my kids is people having sex. Okay. That's very uncomfortable for everybody in the room. So that's not going to happen. We're getting our house repainted, the inside, finish our kitchen. It looks beautiful. And then they're going to do the front room and the hallway and everything, and our guest bathroom there, and then go upstairs, do the kids' room in that hallway, and then hit our bedroom last on the way out of the house. So that's kind of what's been going on around our house. It's been a little crazy trying to move things around and work around. The guy has a crew, but he's pretty much just been working by himself, and he's doing a hell of a job at it. So he hit us with a good quote, and got that wallpaper down in the kitchen and got it painted. It's like a nice corn silk yellow. I can't believe I'm saying those goofy sounding color names, but that's what it is. It's really pretty, and it brightens up that kitchen a lot. So we're excited about that. We got a couple other projects we're going to do. Our master bathroom, PP and I may work on that together, replace the shower and fix a few things in there, clean it up. And then we may I don't know, maybe in the fall or so, we may have someone redo the hardwood floors in the kitchen area. You know, the guy who's currently working on painting the interior of our house, he has someone else on his crew that's normally with him. They're on another project right now. But he has someone that does do those floors and refinishes them and stuff. So we might get a quote from that guy and see what he can do for us, because, you know, it'd be pretty cool. But that's all that's going on, guys. Not much else. This is a relatively short episode. I appreciate you guys listening, coming back and listening every week and stuff like that. We'll get back in the swing of things here soon. Just kind of have to do it as I can right now because things are just a little wacky. But it'll come around. It'll get back to normal, and we'll get it all taken care of as far as new guests, things like that going on. I did watch some YouTube videos over the last couple days of morons eating spoons full of Da Bomb hot sauce. So I don't know if you guys have gone back and listened to our episodes about us doing the hot wing challenge, but Da Bomb, holy shit, man, that stuff is crazy. And I have a new one called Fia Fia, which has been on Hot Ones a couple times, but I made a couple fish tacos last night at home and put some of that Fia Fia all over it. I forgot how hot it was. But it's under 100,000 Scoville units. I was just really surprised at how hot it was. But it was rough last night, man. I got to plan a little better when I'm going to eat stuff that hot. That's all that's going on, guys. That's all I got for you. I appreciate you listening. We'll catch up with you next week. I'm getting some nice things in the works for you guys, some new stuff for you to check out, and we'll take it from there. Until then, though, get off my lawn.